outer ski whilst turning.
Too much body weight on the inner ski will result in the awkward inner ski syndrome, which is the most common hurdle beginners face on their pathway to parallel skiing, and I'll explain this in depth in another tutorial.
Number 2 is don't lean back. This is the second most repeated thing that ski instructors have to remind their students. If you lean back, it's much more difficult, so make sure you're balancing over the middle of your skis.
Us humans have not evolved with sliding planks attached to the ends of our legs, and it is absolutely natural to lean back when they start sliding away from us down a slope. You might feel safer leaning back, but trust me, in order to have control of these skis, you need to balance your body on top of them and not lean back.
So in order to avoid your center of mass falling behind your feet whilst you're skiing, we need to flex the ankles and push the shins forwards into the fronts of the boots. It's almost like we're trying to get our knees above our toes. You also just try and keep your hands out in front and keep a little bit of suspension, a little bit of flex at your ankles, your knees and your hips. So the ideal posture when you see a skier from side on is a sort of zigzag shape, a bit like a lightning bolt. So you go shin, femur, spine, and the spine and the shins are roughly parallel with each other. The thing we want to try and avoid is having the calf muscle squished in the back of the boot, because no matter how much you try and lean forwards, if you've got your calf muscles in the back of the boot, you're always going to be in a backseat position.
If your body weight is perpendicular to your skis, it is much easier to pivot and turn them in parallel.
Okay, so the third thing to be aware of when learning to parallel ski is to think about which way the edges are tilting. Now, we give the edges names to help people understand what we're talking about. So we've got the big toe edge, which is the edge nearest to your big toe, and we've got the little toe edge, which is the edge nearest to your little toe.
It's these edges we use to slow down by scraping them across